Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back from Leipzig, Germany. We are live with the DreamHack Open in Rocket League. $50,000 on the line, the first premier event of 2018 after a monumental 2017 in Rocket League esports. Thank you so much for tuning in and joining us as we count down to giving away that shiny trophy there on the stage to our champion of the event this weekend. We have plenty of matches to get through before we get to that point. This is only day one, and we're only getting through the first half of today's matches so far. My name's Axel Toss. Thanks again for joining us. I'm on the analyst desk here alongside Gibbs and Achieves. Gentlemen, pretty exciting day so far. Some matches we kind of expected, but then also some matches we're holding our breath a little bit because Flipside is a team we're expecting to make a pretty deep run anytime they're involved with anything, and they were almost knocked out by Advanced Gamer.
But what a day for North America so far. Yeah. 3 North America teams playing, all 3 won their groups. And that's in a European atmosphere. We always talk about home field advantage. Right now, North America does not care.
Yeah, the dudes taking out Team Secret earlier in the day. That was right before the previous match. So,
yep.
I mean, yeah, we talked about it on the pre-show. North America, how do you perform? They've kind of struggled a little bit in the past at European events, and hey, you're looking good so far.
Yeah.
It's always curious because that's always been a running storyline. North America versus Europe, and of course the OCE region as well. No OCE teams represented here, but in terms of North America versus Europe, when you think about that, this is a European event. So for me, it's like, if there's a North American team here, they're willing to kind of travel. They're willing to take the steps to actually get here, which means they have to be confident in their ability. They actually have to be really good and in a place where they can win. So when I think about that, it kind of makes sense to me that the North American teams are doing pretty well. But I think the dudes is like the biggest storyline right now. This is a team that came through the qualifiers, and they actually got knocked down the lower bracket of the qualifiers, where we're like, okay, they might get knocked out here. They probably will. Nothing against them. It's just all the teams that are playing are that good. But they ended up winning and winning and winning and winning. Ended up taking out Equinox in order to qualify. And then from there, they come here with a sub, Illusion, and they win. They beat Expert, they beat Secret, and they're through to tomorrow without having dropped a match. So I think that's a phenomenal storyline, the ones that we look for, especially in these open tournament brackets. But they're very relevant to this conversation right now because the next match we're going to get into is Secret versus Expert. And these are the 2 teams that lost to the dudes to actually get to this point. So that's the next match we have upcoming right now. Secret versus Expert to see who's going to move on into tomorrow.
So Secret is a team, like I helped with the seeding process for this tournament. And out of all the open teams, I put them #1. So they were the 9th seed. Like, if there was no invites, and if there was allowed to be the open teams moving up, I would honestly probably have them at, like, #2, behind Gale Force Esports right now, just because of the legacy of Gale Force Esports. But Secret, during this offseason, has been the best team in the world right now. And they've been playing out of their mind. So that's why I was shocked that they lost to the dudes. They pick up iIgnite. What an impressive pickup for them. Continuum, he leaves the team. He kind of retired just because he's like, you know what, my time is done. I want you guys to move on without me. But iIgnite, he's played in the Gfinity series. He's worked his way up. Such a great offensive player, and he really showed up for the qualifiers for Team Secret as well as Flame. The only one I felt like didn't show up was Tylacto probably, and if he shows up here, they have a very strong case of making it all the way to the bracket stage and even further.
Yeah, I'm very much in the same boat as you. I mean, Team Secret was absolutely my team to watch coming in here. But of course, there's, everybody else you expect. Gale Force at the top because, they're perhaps the most consistent team ever.
Yeah.
But apart from then, it was always Team Secret for me. So I'm really looking forward to seeing them play, despite their loss to the dudes earlier.
And now we're going to go look at Team Expert and go through this roster here. This is a team that dropped down to the lower bracket after falling to the dudes in their first match of the tournament, but then they were able to take out Turtle Esports, who is also in this group. So here they are on the stage. It's up to them right now. This is do or die for them. If they win, they're through on to the next round. If they lose, they're out of the tournament. And a lot of people looking at this on paper is going to consider Team Secret a favorite. That's just the way it is. Team Secret has been around the pro scene. This is a roster that has that experience. And Team Expert, much more less known. So I'm really curious to see what they kind of pull out here. And this might be, fit that motif of like, all right, nothing to lose. No one's really expecting too much, and that could be a good thing for this roster.
Yeah, we saw Coca. He obviously played for the Juicy Kids in the rival series. Vel and Ice TZ playing as well with them. And honestly, we don't know a ton about this team, and that's the beauty of the open bracket. I want to see these European bubble players. They're all from Germany as well, so this is a home field game for them. They didn't have to travel very far. Team Secret, not that much travel either because they're also from Europe. So We'll see what happens here, but again, all the pressure's on Secret. Everyone expected them to make a run. That was the underdog team that everyone's like, you know what, bracket stage. Like, that was like the pick that everyone wanted to hang their hat on. So it's all up to Secret to pull it out. But Team Expert, they're like, you know what, let's have fun. We're on stage. We weren't even expected to be even here. Let's just do it.
It's kind of like the advanced gameware situation for Team Expert, except to a lesser degree. Because, I mean, Vel and IceTZ, they've been around the scene for a really long time. Of course, not top-level competitors by any stretch of the imagination, but they're still very solid. Coke has been around a little bit more in that higher echelon. So these are definitely guys who will punish mistakes, and we've already seen Secret fall to the dudes. So the door is not as slammed, closed, no way to get through. Yeah, it's kind of like, okay, maybe. But it's a tough task.
All right. Well, speaking of tough tasks, it's time to get into our predictions. Achieves, we'll start with you. How do you see this match unfolding?
Team Secret, Flames insane.
Boom.
I'm going to go Secret. They really impressed me during the qualifiers. Flame and Ignite played out of their minds. I'm expecting Tylacto to really step up here.
Yeah, I have to go Secret as well. In fact, I'm very surprised, obviously, that they weren't able to take out the dudes. Obviously, all the credit to the dudes taking him out. But Secret is in my top teams coming into this weekend, bar none. It's a great opportunity for them to really burst onto the international stage, because I feel like they've always been more or less on the bubble, and I think this is a great opportunity for them this weekend to really get more notoriety within the scene. So I have Team Secret as well. But I want to invite a couple more folks into the broadcast. Gregan and Shogun are taking a break for now, but I want to say hello to a couple folks that made the trip from North America. It's Wavepunk and Quinn Lobdell. Gentlemen, great to have you here on the broadcast. How are you feeling about this upcoming match?
I'm excited. I'm excited to finally actually get to, do some casting. It's been 3 whole games of the same guys. I'm just excited to get to do my job.
Yeah, excited to be here, Axel Toss.
Well, great to have you guys, and we're going to let you take it away. But here we go, a best of 3 between Team Secret and Team Expert to see who moves on to day 2. Wavepunk and Quinn, it's all you.
Awesome. Secret versus Experts. We have a team from RLCS that's been on the up of late. It's been improving a bunch up against a local team, Team Expert. They've been together for a very long time and are experienced at playing in lots of German LAN environments. So they have played together as a roster for an extended period of time. This is no new. They're not new to this whole thing. It just comes down to skill. It just comes down to who is actually playing Rocket League better right now. Not many factors. You heard the travel wasn't a big factor with these teams. Who they're playing with isn't a big factor. The environment's not a big factor. It's just going to be about Rocket League.
Yeah, Team Secret, so much practice in the RLCS, which is going to come in huge. Coming to a LAN, it's not your first time. And we heard, again, Team Expert, they're the locals. These are the guys that, probably going home to sleep at night, not in a hotel, no travel. And that's going to come in big when they're trying to make an upset happen against Team Secret. There's been upsets happening all day, Wavepunk. So hopefully we're going to see another one, maybe?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll get to see the Secret roster perform here. The big question you heard from Gibbs is the question is about Tylacto right now. How is Tylacto going to show up on this roster? They had some big pickups. They have Flame. They have Ignite right now. How is Tylacto going to fit in with the rest of these guys?
Yeah, it's going to be super important for Tylacto to really kind of stay calm. We know at LAN it's very easy to really feel the pressure, and you can see some of even the competitors who were competing even longer. I mean, Jesse Pinkman, for example, we saw him struggling for Flipside in his matches. It's going to be important. Tylacto has a little bit more comfort with this team. He's played with them a little bit longer, but like I said, it's going to be really important that he just stays focused in this match.
We will get the game number 1 underway, our best of 3s. Game number 1, and critically important here as it immediately puts the team on match point. And Expert going to start off strong. IceTZ putting a goal in.
Yeah, putting a goal in under 10 seconds already. A great pop there from the defender, and it just looked like there was nobody ready on Team Secret for this touch here. Flame taking a little bit too wide of a turn to be able to affect that play.
Just 9 seconds in. An Expert, you heard from the desk, they're giving Secret all the love in the predictions. Expert will start off scoring here. We'll look to see them play some defense now, looking to clear as pressure's coming through from Secret. Got Team Secret in the blue, Expert in the orange. Right now, extended offensive pressure. Secret is there able to move this one up. Kind of a double commit on both sides there. Works out mostly in Secret's favor. This one lofted towards the goal. Defended and cleared now, but a double commit again there from Expert will keep the siege going for Secret.
Yeah, it seems like Secret's doing a good job maintaining keeping Expert, in their own half, really struggling to clear the ball there against Team Secret.
Yeah, they're getting the first touch, maybe the second touch on defense, but not able to put together a series to get it out and over into the blue half right now. See a back pass here to Tylacto, puts it up onto the backboard. Flame circling around in the mid. He'll go up, look for an opportunity to score, putting it off. Where's his third teammate? Already airborne as well. And this one trying to drop it in. Can't make it happen. Experts got the defense.
And you would just expect a more powerful shot in that situation. We saw no member of Team Expert going up to contest that ball.
Flame able to play this one away. First offensive moment we've seen from Expert here since they scored the first goal, and they're going to get a second one too. All it took was to push it through. You saw Secret. They expected we're going to get the ball right back here, but not going to happen. 2-0 Expert.
And this is such great patience here from Coca. He recognizes the dribble potentially coming and stops his position to help make a challenge, and his teammate coming in and punishing that dribble there coming from Team Secret. A little bit risky there in a situation where you're already down a goal.
Yeah, and we had, what was it, about a minute and a half. After the first 9 seconds where Experts scored, about a minute and a half of Secret just constantly putting pressure on the net of Expert. And so far, they've struggled to get the ball out of their half, but they've been perfect on the goal line, and they've made it work the 2 times they've gotten out on offense. So it's 2-0 Expert as we head into 3 minutes and 18 seconds left here in game number 1.
Yeah, and a lot of credit going to Expert. They're trying to play a more counterattack-based gameplay. This play style is so important because it puts a lot of pressure on Team Secret to perform. And what we heard from Gibbs on the desk before, there is potential for an upset here if Tylacto doesn't get in the game.
Nice Teasy was in the middle, looking for a passing opportunity, and they will play it across their own net, but no pressure from Expert, so Secret will get away with that. Now Flame towards the corner. The Ignite up at midfield. Approaching halftime here, Secret, despite having vast majority of ball control in this game, Tylacto nearly able to sneak it under the crossbar, but it's not going to happen. While they've had so much ball control, they have no goals to show for it. And these game number 1s, you know, in best of 5s, best of 7s, they can be feeler games, but in a best of 3, it's a must win.
Absolutely, and a big part of their just...
Oh, good pass and play there, Tylacto to finish it off, and it's a 1-goal game.
I think they just wanted me to be quiet here. Ignite, really great control here, bringing it onto the wall and pushing that ball upfield. Do you see there's no defenders there from Team Expert able to come out and challenge the ball? There was a player there on the wall who tried to jump and make a save, but it's just not close enough. There needs to be somebody ready on the ground able to make that contest.
And great job by Tylacto, picking it up and putting it just up into the corner. A very, very difficult place to defend. Now Flame put another one in front of the net. Clears will come through for Expert. Tylacto's there, Ignite again, looking for the drop, and here comes up a finish, but not gonna happen. Expert slams the door. 2:06 left to go. Still the 1-goal lead here for Expert. They can make it 2. It's not gonna happen just yet.
Yeah, just not enough pressure here again.
Flying through the air, looking for the counterattack. Allow for the boost pickup. Now Ignite wrapping around Tylacto, waiting. 2 players into the corner here from Secret. Flame not trusting Tylacto to get at the touch, and his trust was, or his lack of trust there was warranted. Onto the backboard. The ball, as has been the story all game, mostly in Secret's control here. The ball spending the vast majority of its time in the orange corners. Looking for the clear, it's not there. Here comes Ignite with another shot towards the backboard. He's up to take the finish himself, but the shot not powerful enough and cleared by Expert.
Absolutely, it seems very one-dimensional, this attack here coming from
Tylacto.
Tylacto. And hear me out, this was the first shot we've seen taken from the ground, the constant aerial play, and we see finally them able to change it up with a botched clear here coming from Expert. And it was actually just a wonderful shot there from Tylacto, even though it's right down the middle. That is hard to stop.
And he's been hitting the crossbar a lot today, so it looked like it might happen again, but this one just underneath, tying up the game here now 2-2 with 1 minute and 10 seconds remaining. And that pressure, we also talk about being a very important thing in Rocket League, finally really starting to pay off for Secret. While it's been a slow and steady process, they've broadened it back. Now, 1 goal away from taking the lead here in game number 1. Expert, there can be 1 counterattack away from immediately getting that lead back.
Yeah, it seemed like Expert really got to an advantageous position in the beginning game where they wanted to be. They had the lead. They had Secret on the back foot.
Oh, Flame, he'll find it. Got the pass from the side, and that's the lead for Secret.
Right, but Secret doing a good job with this pressure. And you see pulling that ball all the way out by opting for that corner pass.
Yeah.
Such a great pass there from Ignite, totally beating the defender and opening up all the space in the center of the field.
Yeah, using that wall to pass to his teammate in the middle. Excellent play there from Team Secret. They've got the lead. They've just got to hold on to it for 42 seconds more. And if there's the one thing that we've seen them do excellently this game, it's hold on to the ball and keep it in the orange. Expert did not get the kickoff goal. So now they're going to have to find a way to get the ball back and get it into the blue and keep it there. 25 seconds remaining. Nice teasy now. Going to set up Vel. Flame and Ignite a double commit here, and they're up quickly. The defense is there from Coca, but they've got to get this out and clear quickly. They've only scored on the counterattacks or on single push attacks so far.
Oh, Tylacto's just trying to waste time.
Very
smart play here. Great air dribble as well.
Take another shot at the net. 5 seconds remaining. Nice TC's got the ball in the corner, but Flame says not today. Just takes it away from him. Looking for one last pass, and good interceptions coming through from Secret here at the end of game number 1. Unless they can get the full court carry, this one will end, and they will go down right there. Secret takes game number 1.
Yeah. A wonderful turnaround there, I think, for Team Secret. Going down in the very first 10 seconds of the game, that's very scary as the established team. You know that underdog now is going to have the energy, and they're going to be pumped, ready to make something happen here. But Team Secret able to realize what was happening, adapt, they changed their gameplay to be a little bit more grounded, and they stayed high pressure all game long. That was impressive.
Yeah, it was impressive. I was very impressed with Team Expert and their counterattacks at the beginning. They were able to get that first immediate kickoff goal, which is a beautiful thing when you're an underdog in a match. Just having the lead, knowing that you don't have the pressure of having to score immediately. You already have that lead. You can just hold on for a moment and kind of like get your bearings on stage against a team that everyone's favoring against you. But and then they got the second goal as well. Like they had a 2-goal lead in this game.
Right, like I said, it seemed like they were just in the perfect spot to take this game, but they stayed a little bit too defensive. You can tell Coca playing so patient on his team compared to the rest of his two teammates. They look a little bit more anxious, if you will, on defense. Coca, obviously the most experienced player on that team. It's going to be difficult. I think Expert really going to have to change their playstyle and just not let Secret have so much of the ball. It was a miracle, really, that they got so many counterattacks and such a lead with how defensive they were playing.
Well, and you watched Secret adjust as the game went on, too. They were putting a lot onto the backboard, putting a lot into the corners and wrapping it in front of the goal. And Expert's like, we can defend this very, very well. But then how do they end up scoring? On the pass plays from the corner and on one single great shot there from Tylacto. Not using the backboard, just taking the shot straight away. So that'll give them game number 1 to move into game 2. Another win from Secret will knock Expert out of this tournament. And we see Expert starting with the first offense. Now back on defense. Demo onto ignite. Tylacto has to fall back and respect this possession. Nice TZ's got the setup of Flames up. Plays it away from the inbound shooter. We'll see Secret looking to clear. Ignite over to the side, Flame with the 50-50. He'll get it out to his teammate. Coca moving up. Pick up on ball control. It's the best offensive pressure we've seen from Expert this series. Coca putting it onto the backboard again by Ignite. Take it off to the side, and you saw Expert looking for bumps on the goalies, but this is going to give a momentary power play here to Secret on the other end. Well defended there by Expert.
Yeah, Tylacto just the botched flick there, unable to get enough power for a pass.
Pass, Coca. Stolen by Tylacto into the corner. He's got Flame just behind him. He doesn't even need him. Finds the way around that post. I swear that is such an impossible angle to find.
Yeah, this is a really good job from Tylacto to take the fast shot. He knows there's no defender here. All he has to do is put the ball on target. And with Tylacto cutting it through the center of the field, he was unable to get in front of that ball and try and cut it off to the side.
It's so easy to hit that post there. He has such a small window. It threads the needle. We talked about a pregame. Tylacto showing up was going to be a big thing for Secret. So far, he scored the go-ahead goal in game number 1. He scored first blood here in game number 2. 3:29 left on the clock. And it's been a bit of the flip-flop of a story here as Expert has had a great deal of ball control here in game number 2.
Yeah, just really solid defensive rotations as well. We've seen a few botched clears coming from Secret, but that's not one of them.
Ignite was in the most cherry-pickish of positions, just up stealing the enemy boost. But did not turn into a goal. Ball at midfield as it moves into the orange corner again. Ignite with the pass in front of the net. Flames there, and it hits the crossbar. Can't sneak it under. Now Coca to look to try and take it away, but Tylacto will give them another chance. Vel with the save, but no clear as Flame puts it back in the middle, and a good touch from Vel. The inbound shooter was there, ready to shoot. Now Tylacto with ball control in his own half. Tackled by Coca, and he'll move into the blue corner. We'll see Expert try to get on the board. As Vel at midfield. Ignite pressuring into Expert's half. Tylacto now into the corner. Manages to steal Expert's boost. Knight moving up, passing to the middle. His teammate backed off, and Veldis was able to take a shot, and some pressure from his teammates will help it out. Tie game here in game number 2.
And I can't help but think, Wave Punk, that Secret invited this pressure in onto their own goal. They just started pushing the ball so slowly, Expert did, when they were trying to clear it, and there was nobody going up to pressure that clear. And when you just let Expert have so much time on the ball, you can see their counterattacks are they're clinical.
They've only scored on counterattacks so far, despite having some good offensive pressure here in game number 2. Pass into the middle. Intercepted. And another shot from Tylacto. It goes underneath the defender. Tylacto scoring quite a few goals here in this series.
Yeah, it all started Coco trying to get that pass across the field, but it puts it into pressure, and Vel, so unfortunate. He tried to even boost down as well as he hit the ball, but just jumping a little bit too high. Those ones always feel bad.
The trail changed colors.
Yep.
Like, he touched the ball, but it just wasn't
Absolutely.
enough.
Those ties just not enough.
The ball didn't care, and it went into the net anyways. Secret now. The go-ahead lead, but it's going to be taken right back. Vel putting it through 2-2 here in game number 2.
And I don't know if there's a team that could just counterattack better than Expert right now. Look at that. You see Vel already moving forward into an open position. He recognizes that ball's going straight to his teammate. He's just trying to be an outlet pass on the further end of the field available for his teammates.
Yep. Expert awareness there.
I see what you did.
I'm not going to lie, that one was halfway out my mouth before I realized what was happening, and we just kind of kept going with it. So Tylacto nearly finds another absurd angle. And this one will not go through.
That's 2 goals now we've seen missed from Team Secret, unable to shut this game. They're shooting just a little bit off right now, creating plenty of opportunities.
The opportunities continue to be there as iIgnite puts it in again. Just when you see the shot get missed and the plays defended away, Tylacto just puts it right back into the middle, and iIgnite makes it good.
Yeah, this is going to be a little bit unfortunate for Ice-Teasy there. He was trying to pop that ball, make it awkward to deal with, and buy some time for his teammates. Instead, he just pushes that right to Secret, who are able to turn it into a quick pass.
They have the lead again. But Expert has not gone away. 2 times we've seen Secret have the lead and Expert take it back, or tie it back up. They have yet to lead in game number 2. Miss from Vel in the corner. Coco will take that one away. That's 2 players out for Secret as they fall back. It's still all up to iIgnite. He buys plenty of time. His teammates rotate in behind. They'll have a full defense here for the second push. And a good win in the air. Flame gets all the way onto the backboard. This one's dropping nice and juicy for Team Secret here, but Coco, they'll be able to just get in the way, so iIgnite can't shoot.
Oh, a great back pass there, looking for another teammate.
Intercepted by Ice-Teasy. iIgnite now playing it across. The ball making rapid laps around the field right now as Flame tries to take another shot. This one a bit wide. Coco will pick it up, go for the flick. Trying to push it back out.
Just trying to set up that counterattack constantly. These guys are not, Expert are not pushing the ball far away at all. Oh,
finding it there. They recognized all 3 members of Secret over to the side. Tried to play it quickly into the middle. But now with 19 seconds remaining, Expert needing to find a goal, or they are eliminated here at DreamHack. 12 seconds left. The ball's in their own corner, not where they want it to be. There's 1 player past 2 players from Secret. If they can just move it all the way up, this one's going, but there's a player back. Can he find the shot? No. Flame will send it to the side, and if they can just make it touch, they will have eliminated Expert. Here comes down. Can they keep this one in the air? No, it will not happen. Secret wins it in 2 games here, moving on to day number 2.
And that is going to be just a load of stress off the backs of Team Secret. That was way too close for comfort. I mean, considering the predictions we saw on the desk, I don't think anybody really expected Expert to put up such a good fight, and especially from what seemed like a team that was one-dimensional in game number 1, unable to set up an attack, to game number 2, really, I want to say controlling most of the match. It seemed like they had that first, half of the game, just unable to really score goals with all their pressure, and Secret turn and get around.
Yeah, and the desk talked a lot about Flame. They talked a lot about iIgnite, how good these players were, and they were great. The big question was Tylacto, how is he going to perform? And he showed up for his team, scoring the majority of their goals here. We saw missed goals from all of the players, I felt like, on Secret. There was no one player who was missing too much, which is... the problem's harder to solve then, if it's not one player, like, hey, you just got to tighten up your shooting. But still, it was good to see Tylacto showing up to inform with his team.
Yeah, definitely answering any questions I think the desk or either of us had for him. I think really what impressed me the most was just how well they were just able to adapt mid-series. I mean, that's so difficult to do going down in both of their games.
Yeah.
losing the lead in both those games, and that's really, we've seen statistics show that first goal, you lead like 65% of wins. So for Team Secret, really hanging in there and staying calm.
Yeah, Team Secret able to get the win here against Expert and move on to day number 2. It's great to watch them play, and to get some more analysis, some more thoughts on this match, let's head back over to the desk.
Thank you, Wavepunk and Quinn Axeltoss back here at the analyst desk with Gibbs and Achieves. And congratulations to Team Secret, able to advance to day 2 of DreamHack Open in Rocket League. Just barely, it felt like, over Expert. Sure, it was a 2-0, but Team Expert, they played that really close, at least surprisingly to me. I really thought Team Secret would have a better go at that, but maybe that enters the conversation of these opens and how you need a little bit of time probably to kind of really get your synergy together. So hopefully Team Secret, for them, hopefully they're finding that a little bit.
That game 1 was scary at first. Like, Tylacto was doing Tylacto things that he was doing in the qualifiers. A lot of mistakes early on, and they were down 0-2, and I was like, uh-oh, if you lose this game 1. But they got 21 shots in game number 1 to 3. They commanded the game, brought it all the way back and won it 3-2, and then Tylacto really showed up at the end of game 1 and throughout game 2.
Yeah, it felt kind of like that flip side and Team Advanced Game Winner. There we go. It felt a lot like that. It was just like this game shouldn't be as close as it was. But again, credit where it's due to the team that lost. They definitely made them work for it. Of course, compounded by some poor shooting. Because when you have 21 shots and you only score 3 of them, I mean, you got to tighten the screws a little bit. But that's to be expected here. This is their first live event,
and regardless, I love seeing just close competition all across the board. But we have a member of Team Secret on standby right now. It's Tylacto. Tylacto, welcome to the broadcast. First question for you. Just talk to me about your tournament right now, because looking at results, 2-0 over Turtle, then you guys fell 1-2 against the Dudes, and then of course we just saw that that 2-0 there over Experts. So can you talk about your day so far, and how's it going in the DreamHack Open?
It started out alright. It's been pretty good so far. Then something happened, and then since then it's been okay.
Good enough.
We should have him on the analyst desk, actually. That was great. That was great.
All right, Tylacto, you have a brand new third teammate with iIgnite. How good is this kid?
Well, he's not bad, but clearly,
I love this.
clearly we have a lot of work to do. So yeah, we need to stop shooting ourselves in the foot. It's been pretty a lot to improve on. I mean, if we're winning with that much to improve on, then clearly we're doing all right. But as for iIgnite, yeah, he's a really great aggressive player. Him and Flame are just really good shooters of the ball. It's like I just hit the ball anywhere and there's score, and that's basically all my job is to just hit the ball. And unfortunately, I'm pretty bad at doing that sometimes. Hence, we lose games quite often. But yeah, it's been all right if you discount whatever on earth happened earlier today.
Yeah, actually, that's exactly what I wanted to ask about. Because like Gibbs said, you guys had 21 shots in that game number 1. It a little bit rough to find the back of the net. Did you guys have kind of that same issue versus the Dudes earlier today?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really want to talk about it. I mean, at least we lost to nice guys. Like, I would say we lost to them. That's not even true at all. We lost to ourselves. Like, fair play to them. They played the right sort of team game, and our conversion was like, I'm pretty sure I should have just given my mum the controller. She's managed to hit the ball in free play before. She's hit the ball in free play before, so she'd have done a better job than any of us there. Like, the conversion was laughable. It's a complete joke, but as for tomorrow, you know, hopefully we'll have fixed things up by then.
Oh, last question for you on that note. You guys are through to tomorrow. I think that's what you got to take out of this. So you're going to go back, rest. What's going to be the conversation between you and your team to make sure you're super focused in for tomorrow's match?
We've got to make sure that we really talk about how to hit the ball, because clearly after probably a combined 10,000 hours between us, it's actually really difficult to hit the ball. It turns out it's quite fundamental in Rocket League, but as it turns out, we're just not good enough to do that. So we'll have a long sleep on that one. Well, have a think about it.
To give you credit, fakes are important too.
Always fake.
Always fake.
There we go. All right, I'll give you some more coaching later, I guess. No, I'm just kidding. Tylacto, thanks for hanging out with us, and best of luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
All right, that's Tylacto from Team Secret. What
what
a hilarious guy.
I love that. That was
some
like
great
dry
tips.
British humor.
Some great tips for players. Hit the ball, and hit the ball well. And maybe
what
more
win
do you
DreamHack.
need?
If you don't, it's a fake.
Yeah.
You're fine. You're fine.
Right.
That's my go-to. Let's take a look at the highlights from that match. Team Secret edging out Expert. Of course, it was a 2-0, but that match much closer than that scoreline indicates.
So right here we see one of the mistakes from Tylacto early on, the poor dribble, and he gets dunked on, turns into a wide open net, and that was a theme for Team Secret last RLCS, and it was a theme so far today, so they got to clean that up as well.
Yeah, but every shot that they took in that game, number 1, they really ripped into the ball from really close range. So they're definitely striking it fairly well when it's on net. I mean, those are some tough shots to stop.
And we see Tylacto again making some smart plays here, just trying to bait those defenders out, waste a ton of time at the end of that game. And then we see him here again, the solo play. He dunks over a dribbler, then takes the ball on his own, a really odd angle, and just sneaks it into the net. So he's the one I was talking about, Tylacto. If he steps up, I expect Flame and Ignite to do what they do normally. So if he steps up, they have a really good shot at making it all the way to day 3. Who knows?
Yeah, I'm excited to see how they do. One of the storylines we look out for, especially in these long, grueling tournaments in a certain sense, how do these teams adjust? How do they transition? How do they improve their play going from day to day? Because there's a lot of travel that goes on before these events happen, so it can take a match or two to really find that chemistry that you're used to. So looking out for that for Team Secret, especially, and of course for the rest of the team in the tournament. We're going to take another short break here from the DreamHack Open here in Leipzig for Rocket League. Remember, we're counting down a championship Sunday where we have $50,000 for these players and, of course, the title of tournament champion. Stay tuned. We'll be right back after a short break.